And welcome to Grandad Reviews. Now if you're thinking of trying film and you look around and you've watched some YouTube videos and seen some influencers on TikTok and Instagram and all that sort of thing, and you think, oh, it's an interesting look, wouldn't mind trying it, but don't really want to get into the complexities of getting a SLR with all that to learn the settings and the aperture and the shutter speed and manual focusing or anything like that. You just want to dip your toe in and have a try and just see if you enjoy film. And if you do, you can move up to a more manual type camera, or if you don't like it, you haven't spent a huge amount of money and you've got something you can sell probably for what you've purchased it. So what I thought I'd look at is 1970s point and shoots basically. All these are fully automatic, zone focusing, so you set the focus by guessing or just using the symbols that's on some of these. You know, you've got your mounting, you've got a group of people, single person, a headshot, and then you just push the trigger. So what we've got the Petri Color 35E, we've got the Yashica ME1, we've got the Olympus 35EC, and we've got the Fujica GE. And these are all basically from the 70s. I've got some notes so I don't lose my way. So we'll start with the Petri Color 35E. This was made about 1970. Good thing about this is you can see how compact it is. You pull the lens out to use it. If you don't pull the lens out, you can't take a shot. The viewfinder is small but not too bad, but it doesn't really give you any information at all. So we've got a battery check light, battery check meter. So you press it and the little needle moves. Lever wind on. I won't wind this one on because I've actually got film in this one. And on the lens you've got distances. So basically you have a guess. So it's 20 feet away roughly, you can put it on there. But the thing is, when it shuts down the aperture, you'll get a good depth of field. So if you put it on 20 feet, you've probably got 20 feet to infinity. And depending on the light, even going down to 7 feet, you'll get you infinity. You can use flash with it, but it's not really a flash kind of camera. Setting the ISO is on this ring at the top here. So you set your film ISO, load your film, and you've got a rewind handle on the top when you finish your roll. Button to start your rewind, so when you finish the roll you press that button and then rewind this lever. The good thing about this, the sensor for the light meter is in the lens, so you can put filters on it and it will adjust for that. We've got a frame counter on the top. Now it's got a 40mm 2.8 to f22 lens and a shutter speed range of 1/30th to 1/200th. So it's not the biggest range, but it's quite good for low light because you can go down to a 30th if you can hold it steady enough. Now all these cameras you have to have batteries in them, and apart from this one, they all used to take the old mercury batteries, so you have to find a way around it. Now you can either use these little LR44s. Some take just one, like this one, and this one. These two need two, so you just get two and stack them on top of each other. Or you can use hearing aid batteries, but then you have to make a little bit of a pack up to make them bigger. So the Petri Color 35E, great little camera. If you haven't got a battery, it will default to f22 at 1/200th of a second, so that's all you can shoot it at. And say when you finish shooting, pop the lens in nice and compact. We then got the Yashica ME1. This one's got the zone focusing arrows there, and you put it on A. Again, it's got the light sensor in the middle there, so you can put filters on, and you set the ISO with this ring here. Wind it on with the wheel, just there. You're pressing with that. This will not fire without batteries in it, just does nothing. Viewfinder's really big, really bright. On the right hand side of it, you've got a scale, red, yellow, green, going up to red again, and the little arrow comes up. As long as it's in the green, the exposure is going to be correct. If it's in the red at the top, it's going to be overexposed. If it's down in the yellow, you're going to have a low shutter speed, and in the red it's not going to be underexposed. Film counter on the top, rewind button, and your rewind is on this little lever here, like so. Open this one up. These all take 35mm film. This one you just drop the canister in there and film across, wind it on. One thing, remember this, if you've got batteries in it, the meter never switches off, so you must have a cap on it or keep it in the dark, and that takes one mercury version of this, which you can't get. So an LR44, the voltage is a little bit out, but to be honest, for these old meters it doesn't make a lot of difference. So with this one we end up with, it was built 1970 to 77, there's a couple of versions. We've got a 38mm f2.8 to f16 lens, and a shutter range of 1/60th to 1/360th. Weird number, but there you go, it is what it is. Then we come on to the Olympus. Now, out of all these cameras, this and this one feels the most well built. Solid metal, really bit of weight to it. That's all plastic. So we've got the Olympus. In the viewfinder, you've got the scale. So you've got the actual meters on the lens to adjust, but you've also, in the viewfinder, got the little scale with the mountain, people, single person, and a headshot, so you can have a rough guess. You set the ISO with this little wheel here on the face, and you wind on with a roll again, like such. When you got batteries in, when you half press the shutter, a little yellow light comes on to show you that the battery's working, and there's the same inside the viewfinder as well. Got a view counter, frame counter on the top there. On the bottom we've got the rewind release button, and then rewinding with this. And again, 35mm. This one needs the light seals changing, but I'll get to that in a bit. We've got a Zorco 42mm lens, and we're looking at f2.8. I'm not sure what it goes down to. I would say about f22, and a shutter range of 4 seconds to 1/800th, so a good low light one. Little lever here is a lock. It locks the shutter. So with it up, you can take a shot, put it down, saves you losing a shot, just like that. This one takes 2 mercury batteries, so what you have to do, when we can open the bottom, on this particular one, you have to put something to pack out one side. So I've used just tin foil, and then you put 2 LR44s on the other side, making a note of which way they should go around, and then put this back on, and then it'll work. Again, the difference with this one, apart from better build quality, is the light meters outside of the lens. So if you put a filter on, you'll have to change the ISO to how many stops of light you're losing with the filter into consideration. A nice solid tripod mounts off to one side compared to more than other ones. And then we come to the Fujica GE. Light meters in the middle in the lens, so you can put filters on. You set the ISO similar to the ME one, and with this wheel in the middle. We've got the viewfinder is quite bright, quite big. It's got the parallax lines, and it's got the little symbols showing you single person, 2 people, 3 people, infinity. We've also got the actual distance scale as well. On the top you've got a film advance lever like the Petri on the top. A hot shoe, shutter release, film rewind, and you got a red light, so when your battery's in and you hard press it, the light will shine up and it shines inside just to show that the actual battery's working. Also a good one on here is it's got what's called a film load indicator. So if you've loaded the film correctly, these arrows will move as you wind on. If they don't move, you've not loaded the film correctly. Oh, and this one looks like it needs its light seals doing as well. All 35mm. Just put the cartridge in there, push across. Yeah, this one needs a new clean. Something for me to do. On the bottom we've got film release to rewind it back, and then this one again takes 2 what should be mercury batteries, but we just put foil in one side and then 2 LR44s in that one. And this has got a 38mm, and I think it is f2.8 to f22, and the shutter range on this one is 2 seconds to 1/800th of a second, so a little bit faster. You don't need to have the cover on the lens like this one, because the meter goes off until you wind on. And again, this is the ones that doesn't fire without a battery in it. Now price wise, what we're looking at, right, for the GE we're looking between £40 and £100. They're basically all the same. The ME can probably get a bit cheaper, but they're all about £40 to £100. You can probably get these at £30. I paid £10 for this because light seals needed doing, which was an easy job. But yeah, and they all do a good job. All the lenses are pretty sharp, or very sharp in fact. The Olympus is really sharp, and the Petris have got a really good lens on it. And I've just took some shots with this one, and again I like the lens on that. So they're all good, capable point and shoots, just to dip your toe in film photography. And if you don't like it, you'll get what you paid for them, if not more, because they're all going up in price. So this is a quick look at 4 1970s point and shoots. We'll take them out, take some photos, and I'll do another follow-up video showing the quality of the images. And obviously we're going to have to change the light seals on these two, as they need doing. I'll have to order some more light seal material. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, that helps the channel. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Till next time, see you later.